What's up guys, so it's Kyle here, and in this video I'm literally going to be talking you through my static training workout. Yeah, I usually train statics at home, but because I wanted to film, I thought the gym's probably the best place to film. It's got the space and I can use my equipment, so that's what I did. So I'm just starting off with about 3 minutes of just skipping. I learned to skip last month when lockdown ended. Skipping is just amazing for aesthetics, losing that body fat, making myself lighter so that the stacks are easier. So that's what I'm doing first. I skip for about 3 minutes and then I move on to some pull-ups. No specific number. The idea is that today we're focusing on front lever and planche, and those are my main goals. Well, actually no, it's not my main goal. I already have a front lever. My goal of front lever is just to get like a very long hold. At the moment my maximum hold is 7 seconds. It should be higher now, but 7 seconds for front lever. And on planche I haven't even got an advanced tuck yet, so planche is literally my main goal. So I'm doing some pull-ups here just to get my arms warmed up, working the triceps a bit, and then I'm going to head over and do some dips, strict form dips. And that's only because I'm recording, because if I wasn't recording, God knows my dips are not that strict. Even then I could have went deeper. I actually have another video where I was going way deeper. It's kind of funny, like obviously I train properly, but don't get me wrong, on the camera it's way stricter. Then I head and do some bicep curls. Why am I doing bicep curls? Because to be honest, calisthenics, you can do there's a lot of bicep exercises on body weight. I haven't found them that effective, so I've been training my biceps using weights for about 1 month since the gym's opened, which was April. Yeah, so since then I've been using weights and just doing dumbbell curls. And my biceps are just popping out just from doing dumbbell curls. That was only because I wanted it as an aesthetic goal. None of my goals are usually aesthetic, but I thought, you know what, let's just put in an aesthetic goal. So that's bicep curls to get bigger biceps, and bigger quads is my other goal. And calves now, saying my calves in the video. So yeah, I start off with 10 kg just to get my arms warmed up. I do about 5 reps of that. And then I head on to 14 kilograms. And I do that for about 3 reps, and then I kick straight into 16 kilograms, which is 8% of my 1 rep max. And honestly, I just do strength training, purely strength training. Honestly, I rate guys who can do reps. I'm just really not into reps. I do strictly strength training, so I'll do 3 reps of 16, and then I'll do 1 rep of my max, which is 20. As you can see, I'm struggling. I'm gonna scratch that, I'm happy. But yeah, 20 kilograms is my max at the moment. And then you can see today, it's like the weakest I've been a week. Like I can usually take up 20 quite normally without having to use my other arm or my other deltoid. You can see a lot of my shoulders were involved there. But yeah, there's other exercises I do for biceps. And now we head into the meat of the workout, and we're hitting up the planche. First set of the planche is always the maximum hold, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if I break form, I will go as far as I can with it. Yeah, planche training is the first set of planche is always your furthest progression, which in that case is probably like a tuck. It's a normal tuck, working towards advanced, tuck planche working towards advanced. It doesn't matter if as you can see my back, I lost the protraction and I had to start to get the bruck back, but that's that's completely fine. That's not the ideal. The first is always the failure. As far as you can go, break into the next kind of progression, and then later on we work on our tuck planche, we progress down. And now I'm doing a front lever. Front lever here was terrible, absolutely terrible. The reason for that is I can't actually extend my hips to the maximum height. I can squeeze my glutes, but I can't extend my hips because there's another bar in front. To be honest, I could have worked around it, but I was surprised like I actually couldn't hold it at all. And then I just jump down a progression, jump into a tuck, and yeah, I usually bang pull-ups after that because I'm just feeling excited, but I don't know what I did next. I think I did, yeah, I did do pull-ups. Because after front lever, you just feel like, yeah, pull-up time. Honestly, so far as like a training pattern, the stage and map, I know what my goals are. Planche is my goal. Doing pull-ups and stuff is just like more of a maintenance thing. I have no desire to like boost my endurance with pull-ups. I just really don't care. I literally have my goals. I know what I'm doing. And yeah, after I do those pull-ups, I head back into planche, I believe. Yep. After those pull-ups, I head back into planche. And now I jump down in progression. I'm looking to just kind of hold it tuck. What was I doing? Yeah, so I jump into a tuck. It's not too bad. I did go a bit high, and then you see the back block again, which is not what we're looking for. But in the moment, you know, I'm on these kind of parallel bars, and it's kind of wobbly. So part of the stability is kind of pressing down at like different intensities, so that you do kind of lose form. And I lose the parallettes. I go on the biceps. For this grip here, this grip's extremely hard. I don't know how the planche gets done. But put my hands forward, normal pronate position. Actually I've got height still, but trying to keep the protraction. And then, yep, we fail immediately. But that's alright. So I'm now on the straddle, and I've got a really nice hold here. You see when I managed to extend my hips near the top. Had like a little hold. I actually made a mistake earlier. I think I went from a full front to a tuck. But yeah, next progression down is going to be straddle and then an advanced tuck, like I've got here, just for a little bit. Honestly, front lever endurance is quite hard to build, but it's definitely possible. And there's me doing more pull-ups again. Honestly, my triceps. Until today, I didn't even know what was going on there. So I'm doing a handstand here. I still need to work on my shoulder mobility. It's pretty poor, and then once I get that shoulder mobility down, I can then work on my lower half, getting that aligned. But at the moment, because it's not really focused, not my main focus, I've actually found that handstand push-ups are insanely effective. I definitely recommend those as like a good, because the triceps is going off. Very good at building your shoulder strength and core. Yeah, handstand push-ups really good. And after that, I go back into planche. At this point, honestly, there's no structure to anything, right? It's literally how I feel. It's about what's sore, what's not sore, what do I feel like doing. The plan is to get everything down. So you saw me do some planche leans, and those leans are pretty good. And then we just do an L sit, because I feel like I haven't worked my core at all. Just do a little L sit, see how far we can, how high we can go. I'll get any close to that V sit, and then we hit a 90-degree kind of push-up position, and the press still isn't gonna come. And then here, just doing a physique check. Honestly, I don't do this usually, but the gym is quiet, it's empty, so. And what's actually crazy is my legs. That I actually started training last month. I actually had no legs whatsoever before. Yeah, upper half has always been obviously the focus, but yeah, so far as aesthetics, I don't focus on aesthetics. I literally go to the I don't go to the gym. Why don't it's a whole nother conversation, I don't know, but aesthetics, like, yeah, it's not a thing. It's literally not a thing. It's kind of interesting how you get to a point where it's a whole nother conversation, but it's interesting how you get to a point where it's just not, I don't know, you don't do things for the end result of how they look. Like, that's what I love about calisthenics. A lot of it is the skills. It's not for bigger arms or more developed abs or something. I don't know, it's interesting. Calisthenics is really good like that. If there was no skills, would you really do and as I'm waffling, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. This is our first video we've released, and honestly, it's actually been quite interesting. Narrating videos is actually really hard, because it's funny, there were so many gaps I had to edit. Finally, I want to convert.